It's time. So, welcome back to part 2 of me ranking the entire Smash Ultimate. Hold on, let me turn myself up. Ranking the entire Smash Bros. Ultimate soundtrack. Right now we just finished with, or last time we just finished with the Mario series. We did a few Smash songs, and that went into the Mario series, and now we're doing Mario Kart. Right off the bat, we're doing Mario Kart. But I also have loaded up. I have Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and Zelda, which I feel should be enough for like 2 hours worth of time. So let's get that started. Let's get that popped up. There we go. All right. So, last time I fucking forgot what we did. Oh, I might have to readjust. Okay, so I think every single time I need to change these. Let me just double, because some songs kind of weird. Yeah, okay, so these two tracks that you see at the top of here, they're kind of doubled, so I see if jump up super in A tier, right over here, and the brown theme from Odyssey be somewhere else. It's either that or it's not on the soundtrack. Unloaded. Oh no. It's there. Ground theme band performance. For some reason it says Odyssey. So I'm keeping that as is. At the end, I think we'll see what's going on and go through everything again. But for now, let's do some Mario Kart. I hope everything. This is Mario Circuit from Super Mario Kart, which I'm pretty sure is a Brawl remix. Just audio testing. I'm going to turn the desktop down a bit because I seem to be a little bit low. Testing. That was a little bit too loud. Maybe like right here. And then I can bump the desktop a little bit more. I like the little the countdown beeps being used as part of the track. Nice synth line. Little key change. I think. No. I'm dumb. Ignore me. So yeah, I've heard this a million times. First, let's pop these down at the bottom again. Because I don't want to get mixed up and accidentally fuck everything up. Okay. Oh my god, sorry. So Mario Circuit, it's not bad. Pretty decent. We're gonna go with Bottom of B plus for now. It's a pretty great remix. But again, doesn't do anything too special. Just gives it a nice shiny coat of paint. Next is Luigi Raceway from Mario Kart 64. Smash is usually really good at nailing Mario Kart remixes, so this should not be too much of an issue. This could just be an issue with Brawl's remixes, but it's very good at translating, but I think the problem is a lot of these Mario Kart tracks by themselves are already pretty fully realized. And so a lot of cases, it's just like, okay, we can just kind of, you know, update the instrumentals. We're not going to do any big arrangement things. But it's still good. I forgot about the solo. Yeah. Personally, I'm feeling... I think it's better than Mario Circuit. Probably above Tough Guy Alert. But where specifically? Because we're gonna have better Mario Kart tracks, you know? Probably right above Luigi's Mansion. Next is, speak of great tracks, Rainbow Road from Double Dash. Oh, in the original. Okay. It's a road. It's called a road. It's called a Rainbow Road. Just a preemptive ranking. Pretty mid to high B+, I think is very fair to say. But where, if we're gonna say that? I think above Ground Theme, 64. Eventually I'm gonna have to go back maybe like halfway through or a quarter through, re-listen to some of these picks, reorganize, clean it up a little bit. Because, like, if we're gonna be halfway through, and I completely forget what half of these tracks are, then I will not have any frame of reference for moving forward. Yeah. I mean, it's Rainbow Road. We've all heard it. I don't think I'm being too dramatic when I say that. If that's even the right word. Next up, Heater. You all know it. You love it. Waluigi Pinball. Remix. Definite minimum B+. Let's go above Mario 64 main theme, I feel. Honestly, above Mario Paint. This is a fucking classic. a weird like big band section or like, you know, marching band with a timpani and the flute. Brawl does a really good job of combining a lot of weird instrumentation in their remixes. I'm definitely a fan of that. I'm gonna try a little thing. Just give me one moment. We're gonna lower that, increase that, increase that. I just want to get everything on max volume. Just reset my levels. All right. Hopefully that's good. Honestly, I can bump it up a little bit. Maybe like 20%. You know? Yeah, Waluigi Pinball. Heater. Don't even have to say anything else. Next up is Mushroom Gorge. Now, I will say, I did not really grow up with Mario Kart Wii. I know that's like insane for someone my age. I was mainly a DS guy. But I did play this game. You know, it was everywhere. I couldn't avoid it. But I played it, but I didn't have it at home. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's okay. Not the biggest fan. We can pop it in B. Maybe a little bit higher, probably right there. Next up is Circuit Mario Kart 7. Oh. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this song, but the arrangement. Pretty good. Or not, I don't know if the arrangement, but the instrumentation, I guess. Like, especially how the drums are going. And it cuts to this halftime. Yeah, I think this is damn good. Probably on par with Pinball, I'd say. And this sick part. Oh, fuck yeah. Honestly, I like it a little. Honestly, I like it a lot better. It's going in solid A, solid mid A. Yeah, they fucking nailed this one. All right, Rainbow Road, Mario Kart 7. also a fan of. Although it's not as good as the other Rainbow Roads. That one part, I guess you could call it like the chorus, is pretty good. I do like that part. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna see what presentation mode. Oh, hold the phone. Am I fucking stupid? All right, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to resize my window. Hold on, guys. Best. It should be okay, I hope. One moment. Sorry about this. Get that tier maker. All right, fuck it. Still have to do. Riverwood Mario Kart 7 is okay. You can put it top of B. Probably here. I put you guys. Can I hide them? Alright. This one's better. It's better than the regular Rainbow Road, so we're gonna pop it. Bottom of B+. Still good, but, you know, nothing crazy. Yeah. Alright. Next one. Sorry about that. Oh my god. Next up is Mario Kart Stadium from Mario Kart 8. This one's kind of bland to me. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. You know? I'm thinking, like, middle of B or something. Bottom of B. Honestly, be top of C+. Like right here. Not a big fan of it. Mario Circuit from Mario Kart 8 is like marginally better. But they didn't... Not really... It's not really that good. Besides, all the good stuff that's in this track is pretty much covered by the medley, I'm pretty sure. I might bump it up, like, maybe top of C+, if this wants to cooperate. But I do love this sax lick. Alright, next up is Cloud Top Cruise, which is marginally better. Probably around the lower part of B. Oh, we're almost done with Mario Kart. Then we get to a series, or not Donkey Kong. Zelda is one of the series that I've been obsessed with for a long time, so I'll be on my shit with that. Donkey Kong, a little less so. I'll get into it when we get to there. But also the weird quality drop. What the fuck? On this track. I hope that's not just me. Nope. Really weird. Anyway, Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 8 next. You'll play. There we go. I enjoy this this Rainbow Road. But again, it's kind of it does its job. It does its job and it's fine. It is better than Cloud Top Cruise though. I'll pop it. Better than Mario Maker. Actually better than Mushroom Gorge. What the fuck am I talking about? Both of you guys are better than Mushroom Gorge. There's a bit of rearranging. Yeah, it's fine. Next up is Excite Bike. Hell yeah. Excite Bike is going. I'm feeling B+. Right above Fortress Boss. Yeah, pretty great. Love the blend between the live instrumentals and the, you know, the original track. And next up is Dragon Driftway from Mario Kart 8. I don't know if it says a lot about me, but I don't really remember this track. Yeah. I mean, probably C+. Top of C+. Last up for Mario Kart is Ice Ice Outpost. Another track that I don't really remember. Again, it's not doing much for me. It's really kind of generic Mario Kart music. Not to the point where it's like detrimental, like in C, D, or F, but it just, it's whatever. It's one of the epitomes of whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. But it's pretty good. Or, I don't know why I fucking contradicted myself. No, it's a pretty good tune, but it's a little short, a little plain. Not a big fan of this version. Honestly, we can move Donkey Kong Country Returns original down to whoa, what am I thinking? Hold on. Hold the phone. Bottom of B+. I need to fucking calm down. Vocals version is like fucking like here. They need to stop. Donkey Kong. I forgot about this. Holy fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like this. I kind of dig this. It's just stupid enough where I kind of like it. We'll put it near the top of B. I can't believe I'm doing that. Next, it's 25M theme. All right, I don't think we need to sit here and fucking talk about the complexities of this track. Probably objectively the worst track in the game. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Next up is Donkey Kong / Junior Medley. Probably bottom of B. It's not quite boring enough to be in C+, but it's not really doing much. Hold on. Let's finish the rest of the loop. I need to be fair. bottom of B plus. Or no, whoa, not B plus. Bottom of B. Bottom of B, I feel like is very fair for this track. Yeah. All right, we can move on. Next up is Matt Page, bonus level. All right, we're jamming. It's good, but I feel like it's losing a bit of the original. The original has a really nice and unique vibe to it. And I mean, I don't dislike what it's going for in the new one, but it doesn't feel right, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna pop it in B. Better than Mushroom Gorge. No, I'd say better than Martha title theme. Something that I think really makes Donkey Kong music is David Wise's use of percussion. And it's just not the same in these remixes. Because they go for, they're doing different things. Which is, I think, why I prefer the original. Alright, next up. Oh. See, there's like a subtle bit of like echo on most of these, like on that piano and the little kind of shaker thing in the back. Perfect. Because of that, I'm feeling an A. Especially this part. Oh, incredible. We're gonna put it above slide for now. Honestly, I'm gonna do that because I'm sick and twisted. And we're not even gonna talk about the bonus level. You know what? That bumps it. That alone bumps up a few spots. Or a few. It bumps up by like 1. Great. Great track. Jungle Level 64, no intro. I don't know if they have intro versus no intro. Okay, so they're just doing Jungle Level 64, so we're gonna do that one instead. That's including this, okay. The long build up. Honestly, yeah, no, this intro makes it. Hell yes. Sorry, whoa. We're going fucking top of A. Not quite A+. Love this. Love this song. Honestly, for now, I'm keeping it there. It might jump up to A+. Next up is Jungle Level Melee. Got that ragtime piano? It's still great. Don't think I'd love it as much as the original. Yeah. Pop it down there. It's only gonna get harder from here. We're gonna be breaking into the S tier soon, I think. Because the rest of Donkey Kong and Zelda are some pretty fucking heavy hitters. Yeah. Hold on. Hold the phone. I forgot about this part. B+. Really not as much of a fan of it as I am the original. This is gonna be tough, because the rest of these fucking jungle levels are great. Next up, Brawl. Or at least I'm pretty sure they're great. We'll see. Oh, never mind. I don't care for this one. By the way, this is gonna be like a hard-ish cutoff at 7. It's good, but it's kind of doing too much. Wait, do I not have Jungle version 2? That is very strange. I think they're missing some songs. This is my favorite. But it's very odd that they do not include the version 2. I'm gonna listen to this just to make sure. See what's up? There's also the Subspace Emissary version. I'm gonna check that out too. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of when I thought of the Melee version. Yeah, so I'm just going to consider the 64 level, or the 64 version, the one that I'm thinking of, because it's basically the same thing. I also want to check out the Subspace Emissary version. What the fuck? I hope that's just happening for me, I hope. Hold on. It might just be this download that I got. Either way, it's not in the ranking. So we'll put it It's again, it was kind of doing too much. Not doing too much. Put it above ground theme. No, actually. Like, even better than that, to be honest. Alright, we're the hard cap here. Hard cap there. Next up is jungle level jazz style on Smash 4. I mean, it works well in a big band setting, but I don't like it as much. We're probably hanging out around here again. Probably here. Next up is jungle level tribal style. Oh, this is a snoozer. I remember this one. I think we got another C. You're not the worst, but it's there. I'm gonna skip this one. Jungle hijinks. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of how the question is. Let's see. Yeah, because this is returns. Not the biggest fan of this version. We're gonna pop it in. It's like lower to mid. Whoa, sorry guys. Hold on, I need to fucking take care of this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's good, but it's not doing much again. Swinger flinger. What is this from? Tropical Freeze. Okay. Let's bring it home. We're already at least B+. Such an improvement over DKT Returns. Got some of those organs in there. Oh, definitely. Okay, yeah. Definitely above a B+. Best non-jungle level remix. So I'm thinking probably here. Mid to high B+. Next up is Ice Cave Chant. That's what I think it is. God, that's good. Not quite A though, but probably top of B+. Next up is Funky's Fugue. Sorry. Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Mid-high, A tier, all the way. Oh, great track. Next up, Snaky Chanty. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how some of these instruments bleed into the other notes that they play in quick succession. Like picking a flute for that run. Solid B. Solid B track. He is a little too lightweight, if that makes sense. The better version of this track is, I think, coming up next. Which would be Gangplank Galleon. Check that out. Yep. It's better, but it's still not quite great, which is why I'm feeling a B+. Probably around here. B+. Lower to mid B+. I think the next one coming up is my favorite, if I remember correctly. What the fuck? Why do I not remember this? Also, why is it mixed so low? Alright, this halftime part is sick. Hold on. Yeah. Still good, but not quite ascendant. This track fucks. In fact, I'm gonna wait, but I think I know where I'm gonna put it. Sorry, my cat just tried to eat something. But yeah, the song is sick as fuck. Those double kicks. I'm thinking another A+. Bottom of A+. Alright, next up. Everybody knows it, everybody loves it. Except for Coney. Sticker Brush Symphony. Sticker Bush Symphony. I'll just say right off the fucking bat. This version of Sticker Bush Symphony, with the solo and the guitar, and it's S. It's S. I don't think the original is like nearly as it's very nearly as good as everybody says it is. I don't think it's like the best fucking track of all time. But this version is something else. I'm just letting it speak for itself. Especially this part. Yeah, oh my god, easy S. Next up. Crocodile Cacophony. Oh! I fucking love this track. I adore this track. They did such a fucking fantastic job. God, that fucking guitar tone. Top of A. I have to admit, I'm not a fan. I mean, I am a fan. I'm not the biggest fan with how it keeps going. And it kind of loses some of the momentum, so I'm going to knock it down a few pegs. But, like, here, still. Next up is the fucking DK rap. Alright, now, here's the question. Do we rank this based off of the meme, or, like, as an actual track? Give me 1 sec. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. I gotta be objective. It's funny. It does its job. Top of it. He has no grace. This Kong has a silly face. Oh, man, I even fucking got that part wrong. It's better than that. It's better than that. Probably like max here. Max here. I wouldn't even know if I should do that. Probably like here. Actually, no, this part I fucking hate, so we're not gonna down again. I'm gonna do some quick rearranging while I'm around here in beats here. Alright, next up. Battle for Stormhill. I do dig this. I'm digging this track. It's not anything super special, but still very good. Maybe I just have like PTSD from playing like the Brawl mission so much. I remember there being some fucking stupid mission in Brawl. One of the event matches, but I enjoy this track. Probably somewhere around here. D+. Alright, next up, DK Jungle 1 from Barrel Blast. Whoa. What is this? Wait, is this not... This song is not on the list. Alright, I guess we're skipping to Boss 2 from Jungle Climber. it's not really doing much for me. Because of that. Top of C+. Simple as that. Gear Getaway. Oh! Come on. This song's great. I love how it's in 5. Or I mean, is that like, does that go to 5 into a waltz? Because hold on, wait. And then back to 4. Whoa, excuse me. It's weird how I never noticed the time signature changes. I'm gonna give that another listen. Still in 4. Still in 4. Now we're in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Hold on. Were the drums in 5, but the thing was in a waltz? Hold on. No, so that's in 5. Let me just double check. Yeah, so we're in 5 here. This is 5. Now we're back in 4. Now we're back in 5. Now we're back in 4 again. I don't know where I got the measure of 3. But that was cool. That was really cool. I think I did, but whatever. Great track. I'm thinking in A tier. I'm probably going to go between Waluigi Pinball and Mario Paint Medley. Not quite as good as Waluigi Pinball. But better than majority of this. Very good track. Next up is Mole Patrol. I remember this one being fun. good. It's a little short. But let's see. I'll pop it in B+. Pop it in B+. Not quite as good. I'd say right here. Last track in Donkey Kong, Mangrove Cove. From Tropical Freeze, I believe. Yep. And then we're gonna do a bit of Zelda. And then call it. A little bit, I don't know. I need to stew with this for a little longer. It's kind of mellow. I don't know if it's a little bit too mellow for me. It's a good track. Not doing too much. I'm gonna go top of B. Like top of B. Pretty much. And that's it for Donkey Kong. We're gonna do a little bit of Zelda. Probably like 5 or so tracks, just because I really want to get into it. Zelda has always been a series that I've loved, so I'm gonna be really in my element here. And it's also gonna be tough for me to really pick which one. You know, I got to be objective here. There are a few tracks. I'm looking at the track listing. There's a few tracks that I know I'm not going to be a big fan of, or that I'm already not a big fan of, because a lot of this I have already heard. But the majority of these are going to rank high. Like, I'm just straight up going to tell you. And we're going to start with a title from Zelda. This bouncy piano. Love that, the octaves. Oh my god, the snare pair up with the, what is it, the triplet trumpets. I also love that. Again, they just fucking nailed this out of the park. This is from Brawl, I believe, so not a, because again, it's just the title theme and the dungeon theme. Not like a fucking fantastic track, or no, a song, I should say. But it's still really good. It's one of my favorite title themes. Oh, then it switches to the organ, the church organ, is always a treat. I'm gonna go high B+. A lot of these tracks, or these rankings, are gonna make sense because of something like a shorter song or something, you know, being over some of these more meaty tracks. But this is just purely my opinion. Stuff that I love. But in this case, it's gonna go a little bit lower, but probably right below Swinger Finger. Next up is Overworld theme from Zelda, the original. It's just the fucking Overworld theme. We've all heard it, I'm sure. I don't need to, you know, I'm sure nobody's listening to this for the first time and this is blowing anyone's mind. B. Top of B. It'll be done better. But this is just the fucking Zelda theme. Anyway, let's keep going. Next is the 64 version. I think this version is pretty nice and cheesy. Reminds me of a 90s or an 80s Saturday morning cartoon. Like the fucking Zelda cartoon. Like, you know. Watch the Adventures of Link every Saturday morning at, I don't know, 10 a.m. Watch as Link traverses the dangerous Hyrule Kingdom, slays Ganondorf, and returns just in time. You know? I love this. So we're gonna pop it. Pop it in B+. Better than the original. Around here. Lower B+, I feel is appropriate. And then we got the Melee version. Again, just getting more grand and, you know, full. These are getting to be really nice arrangements as they keep understanding, you know, or understanding the mythos of Zelda, I guess, if that makes sense. And Zelda is also, it's growing at the same time. So we're really starting, like, we're hearing the series develop along with these tracks, if that makes sense. Here's where, like, oh, you know, we're getting fancy and shit. But unfortunately, I don't think it's as tight as some of the other versions of this track. It's still very good. Again, just not as tight. So because of that, probably under the original, in my opinion. Feeling top of B. This feels very kind of toothless. Actually, the Brawl version, probably my favorite. guilty as charged. Brawl player, fucking, or kid who grew up with Brawl, loves the Brawl version. Work found in kitchen, It has a nice, wind section, or wind part. We're changing. Hey, there we go. Changing keys. Yeah, I really dig this. Really dig this version. Probably top of B+. Top of B+. And then this sick part? Hold on. Ooh. Yeah, I adore this. And to bring it back home, Brawl is where it became epic. And I really dig that vibe for Zelda. All right. Just like another song or two. Next up is the Overworld and Underworld from Smash 4. Give me one moment. Hi. Anyway, yeah, they're doing the same thing after the initial track. They kind of air it up. I'm not sure I like it quite as much as the Brawl version, but that part's cool. I love that. Jump right back in. Yeah, okay, so I'm not as big of a fan compared to Brawl. But I can pop it. Bottom of B+. Underneath the Overworld 64 theme. So I think that's where we're gonna call it today. A lot of fun. Always like doing this. Next up, we're gonna finish up the Zelda, and then hopefully get through a good chunk of Metroid. But for now, I'm going to call it. That should be next week. I'm trying to stream like every Monday or Tuesday-ish. yeah, so we're gonna call it here, and I'm going to host my friend Purblind, because they are finishing MGS4. And if you've played that game, you know it's a fucking hell of an ending. Um, and I want to see I want to see them play it. So we're gonna check that out. So let me just get that set up. Again, I'm not even sure if I've just been fucking talking to myself for like 2 hours. Probably have been, but hey, that's how it goes. So yeah, we're gonna raid, and I'll see you guys, if you are here, next week. See ya.